What?
And that's terrifying and that's real. And these people that we are fighting are dangerous, okay? Do not underestimate them. They are dangerous and they are haughty and they are growing increasingly desperate, and panicked people that are evil in this way are not people that you want to play with, right? People are nervous. Everyone is feeling it. And that's why I decided that I don't know what's going to happen, okay? I don't know how many days I have on this planet. I do know what I'm fighting for. And I do know that this life is not it. It's not. I'm telling you guys, it's not. The people that want you to believe that it is, people that pulled you away from your faith in the first place, as I'm trying to demonstrate to you, did it because they knew they could further enslave you. They want you to be fearful of death. They want you to think it's it. They want you to think it's lights out and then everything is over and that you are not a soul, right? Because then they can get you to do things to guard what you have in this world. Follow their rules, to do things that you know are wrong because you need the money. It indoctrinates you into their matrix. What I wanted to do, as I discussed yesterday, and which got picked up, was to create a kill switch, right? To realize that Kanye was kind of right. Never too late to say that Kanye was right. Kanye said that in order to be free, you had to violate these contracts. You had to recognize that your voice is being controlled. And Kanye did just that. It was really an act of bravery to free himself. But I have no doubt that the same people that were torturing Kanye, the same people that were torturing Charlie Kirk, Kanye died today, would be the first to eulogize him. I feel that. I do. I feel that. And I think it's important to share that information, as Kanye sent me all of the messages of people who were threatening him. I have them all, to information share with Max Blumenthal, with people, people all over the place, to send a package and say, if anything happens to me and it looks suspicious, release it all. You know, it's not even about having an opposite and equal reaction. I want it to be an unequal reaction. I want it to be a mistake because it catalyzes people waking up and learning exactly how this matrix works. And Alex Jones brought this up on his show, my kill switch. Here's what he had to say.
Boy, does she lay the traps for him. She comes out and says, yeah, Charlie was calling me, wanting me out of his events, again, and all the rest of it. And he was also really concerned about the Israel lobby coming after him. And they said, you're a liar. Charlie doesn't like you. Charlie didn't like you. Charlie didn't call you. He didn't text you. And so she let him say that for a few weeks and then released it, the text. And then she said, yeah, he was really upset with the Israel lobby and said he was breaking with them entirely. He wouldn't be bullied by them. In the weeks before he was killed, they said, you're a liar. That's not true. So she released those 2 days ago. Now she says she has the proof, and it's text messages, that he feared for his life in the 2 days and the day before he was killed. And predictably, they're already saying it. She's a liar. And then she's going to release those. And she's also sent out the dead man switch, just like James O'Keefe did to myself and a few others right before he released the stuff on Prince Andrew, which is dangerous, by the way, proving that he indeed raped the girls and covered it up. People are like, we already know that. How's that daring? Oh, you're going to release total proof on the King of England's brother? Yeah, that's dangerous. So those of you saying O'Keefe doesn't risk his life, and all the stuff he's been through and been arrested and indicted and raided, try putting on issues for a while before you sit around and say that he didn't do anything. Man's a champion. But the point is that this is a real dead man switch. She has sent out to the Tate brothers, Dave Smith, Max Blumenthal, Tucker Carlson, and others. Well, I'm trying to get her on for weeks. I'm a little bummed out she didn't send it to me, because I'd like to stand with her, but we do stand with her. So they're already out saying she's a liar. She's going to release that. Now, this doesn't prove Israel killed him or a lobby around that, because I've seen no evidence. They said his security detail was Israeli. They weren't. It was just the first knee-jerk reaction. I said, you can certainly say Israel's a suspect, but I said, I need to see proof. We need to figure out the ballistics and who really shot him and all that before we then, start saying, okay, motive. I mean, you can always look at motive, but first, with the forensic situation, are they covering it up? What's the ballistics? That's just where I am. I'm not going to just say something because people think it. But when she releases this, and she's got it, make no mistake, just like she keeps bringing the goods, and she just sets the hook with the worm on it, or puts the mousetrap out with the cheese on it, and they come out and say, you're a liar. And she goes, boom, you're a liar, boom, you're a liar, boom, you're a liar, boom. Bam. So, and she'll let him, for a week or so kind of stew and say she's a liar, and then she'll just release it. And then what she's saying is, you kill me, it doesn't matter, it's coming out. And the word is, he specifically thought Israel was going to kill him. Even Michael Savage first, a few months ago, said, Netanyahu needs to go on my show. During the break, he goes, man, I hope Mossad doesn't kill me. Cruz saw it. It was on the feed. He didn't say it was off record. But it was during the break. So there are a lot of groups that want Charlie killed. He was defeating the Democrats with TPUSA, got over 2.5 million people to vote conservatively for Trump, was moving the needle big time, more than anybody with young people on colleges. So I see them as the motive. And they said, we want Charlie dead. And they said, they celebrated when he was dead. He had like 6 Trantifa say Charlie will be dead tomorrow. Then they said, see, we told you. And that was in the town. So, we got Trantifa, the tranny Antifa, running around engaged in all sorts of violence everywhere. So I was like, okay, yeah, that fits.
So you get the picture. I think, and he goes on to explain how we all feel, which is like genuinely we had no proof and no rhyme or reason to think or suspect Israel whatsoever. And it's really just been this insane behavior of covering up and lying that makes us question things. Like, that's the reality. And by the way, questioning things doesn't mean that we have any proof that happened, which is why we've been actually reticent to say that. But they're not acting right. And gut means something. They're not acting right. None of them are acting right. And that's not just Turning Point USA execs. And I've tried to explain it away in my head 1,000 times. Oh, well, everyone's grieving and give them time. And then it just got to a place where I said, this feels like something else. I don't know why they're telling little lies. And little lies only exist to cover up bigger lies. Anyways, you guys, all of that, I also do want to add here, show you a clip before we get into some of your comments, that it's also very good to not extend to everyone that is Jewish the viewpoints of this very radical sect that has a lot of power in America. People like Josh Hammer who don't get fired when they explicitly express that, they hate white people, whatever. That's like, okay, on your resume. That's not the people, that you went to school with. Like, I grew up around the Dave Smiths of the world, right? And I always say I'm grateful that I did, because when you engage into politics, what you see is so ugly that you just go, oh my gosh, like coming into stereotypes. You're living up every stereotype. But what you're seeing is the stranglehold of AIPAC. It is a political organization. And I always say, if you look at any lobby in DC, it'll make you hate someone, right? Pharmaceutical lobby will make you hate the pharmaceutical companies. The Jewish lobby will make you hate Jews. The Black Caucus will make you hate Black people. And so people that go to DC are incredibly corrupt. Money rules them, and they become powerful. Power corrupts, absolutely. It's just good to remember that. And I found myself wanting to show you this joke. This is a comedian, John Marco Cerezi, who is Jewish, and just he's making fun. This is what comedians do, making fun of himself. Makes everybody feel better. Just remember that there are people that are not like Josh Hammer. That's kind of the point I want to get across. Listen to this very funny joke by John Marco Cerezi.